Hi, my name is Rachel Mazza.
And I'm Nicole Schoettle, but you can call me Nicholas Carr.
And this is IT Doesn't Matter. Or does it?
Oh, hi Rachel. How are you? Hi Nick. Good to see you. I hear you're starting at UD.
I am. I'm starting this fall. I've actually just been looking at different majors I could major in.
Really? That's great. What were you thinking?
Well, I was actually looking into the information systems major. Because I really think IT is a really important field.
Oh, let me tell you, Rachel, IT does not matter.
Why do you say IT doesn't matter?
Well, think of IT as a car. Before you had your license, you were probably so excited to get your car and drive your car around, and all your other friends had a car, so you really, really wanted it. But then once you got your license and you had a car, you realized that it wasn't that cool, and you were just on the same standard as everyone else. So that's a lot like IT.
Well, even though we all have cars, they're still really important.
Yes, but a car has very little strategic potential.
What does strategic potential mean?
Well, having a car puts you in the same position as everybody else, and it doesn't put you ahead, unless you have something like a Lamborghini, but that's the exception to the rule. For the most part, cars are pretty affordable and everybody has one.
So you're saying that cars are like IT in that it's not valuable because everybody has one?
Exactly, and sometimes a lot of CEOs fall into this trap where they think that investing a lot of money into IT will give their company a huge competitive advantage. But really, the window for advantage is only open for a short period of time, so they put money into constantly updating software and buying new PCs, and they are blindly rushing into high-cost investments.
So what do you think companies should do to avoid these high costs and everything?
Well, if you think of companies such as Walmart and Dell, these companies wait for the best practices to solidify, and they see what their competitors are doing so that their practices aren't so experimental, and they actually spend less money and get greater results.
So you're saying that a company shouldn't not spend on IT, they just have to be really careful about how much they're spending and what they're spending it on?
Yes, spending more money usually doesn't produce a greater outcome. In fact, usually the opposite is true. Actually, I'm sorry, I'd love to talk more, but I gotta get going. It was really nice talking to you.
It was nice talking to you too, Mr. Carr.
Good luck. Hi Rachel, so sorry I'm late.
Hi Nicole, don't worry about it. I was actually just talking to my dad's friend, Mr. Carr.
About what?
Well, I told him I was interested in majoring in information systems at UD, and then he told me not to because IT doesn't matter.
Why do you say it doesn't matter?
Well, he was saying that it's because everybody has IT and that it's just become the standard. There's no real advantage to IT because it's not unique. And that a lot of the top management teams spend way too much money on IT because they're always looking to get ahead, while in reality there's not many opportunities for them to do that. There's really no window of opportunity for a competitive advantage to come along.
What did you think about what he had to say?
I think his points are valid and that he really does make a good argument, and I kind of understand where he's coming from. I just think he's wrong in saying that IT doesn't matter, like as a whole. While it might not put a company ahead of everybody else, without it, a company would kind of crumble to the ground. You need IT to stay alive. So how can you say something that keeps a company alive and is necessary for survival isn't important?
I agree. IT is definitely necessary to all companies. He might think that upgrades are costly, but the lack of quality technology can be very harmful to the company.
How could it be harmful?
Well, companies so heavily rely on technology these days. They rely on it to keep in contact with their customers, for production, to track various aspects of their company. It's something that is relied on so heavily. So if there is an issue because someone didn't upgrade the technology, it could be very detrimental and harmful to the company.
Yeah, I think you're definitely right. There's so many components of everyday business that comes from IT, and there's no way that you can say that it doesn't matter. By saying it doesn't matter, it's like a company doesn't even need it, but that's definitely not true.
Yeah, it definitely does matter to an extent. I agree with what he was saying, where how if a company is just blindly throwing money into a company, it could be counterproductive, but I do think it does matter on some level.
Yeah, it's definitely important for a company to research what they're going to be investing in and not just be doing it because the latest technology has come along, but you know, companies do need to upgrade every once in a while to keep on the same level as everybody else and be able to perform successfully.
You're right, Rachel. I think IT does matter.
Me too.
Let's get back to work.